Oh my god, this is GRW here. What an insane SmackDown show this was. Oh my god, it was crazy. There were some really, really insane things that I was not expecting at all. Let's get into it. They started the show off with Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. Pretty boring. The match was pretty boring going through everything. Io Sky and Bailey and all Damage Control came out, and they ended up, it was the match that it was a disqualification because Damage Control just attacked the match and everything. Really boring. This is, I definitely say, worst part of the show, but that's like the only bad part of the show. Everything else honestly was good about the show. So that is over with. Boring. Disqualification. Nobody won. It's still built because Io Sky won the women's title at SummerSlam, but it's just after all that stuff. So after that was backstage. Santos Escobar was in an interview about he's going to fight Austin Theory tonight for the United States title. He was attacked by Austin Theory and hurt his knee, and he had to go to the trainers to see if he can wrestle later in the show. Then AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross. This match was actually pretty dang good. It wasn't like the greatest match, but they put on a pretty decent match. AJ Styles ended up winning, hitting the Styles Clash on Karrion Kross. Not surprised, it's AJ Styles. One thing I've noticed, AJ Styles' beard's starting to get pretty dang long. I think he dyed it black or something because it's way darker than the rest of his hair, so it's weird. But his beard's getting longer, which I kind of like the look. It's cool. After that was Edge. Came out. Edge hasn't been on SmackDown in forever. He usually isn't on the show, but he is on SmackDown. He comes out and is pretty much saying how next week is the 25th anniversary of Edge, the Radar Superstar Edge, which will be an awesome show. And he was saying how his story about how he came back from his neck injury in 2020, and the person that really got him back, that convinced him to come back, is Sheamus, because they were on the Celtic Warrior YouTube channel. They were doing a workout, but they were mountain bike riding, and everybody's seen the clip of Edge falling off and landing weird and everything, and he was fine. He was then Sheamus convinced, he's man, if you can do that, you can wrestle again, you're fine. Edge went cleared and everything, he was good. And so apparently Sheamus and Edge worked together for a long time. Apparently Sheamus lived at Edge's house for a while and help train with him to get ready for the Royal Rumble, which was really cool because obviously this was true stories, because they were showing pictures of Edge and Sheamus with Edge's kids and everything. It was kind of cool. And then Sheamus ended up coming out because the whole reason of this is because Edge and Sheamus, out of all their years of wrestling, Edge going on 25 years, and Sheamus, I think he's almost 20 years now of wrestling. I think this is around 15 or a little higher than that. They've never had a match against each other. So Edge is we got to have a match next week at my 25th anniversary of me. Sheamus comes out with the Brawling Brutes. He's this is a great idea. They show some embarrassing photos of each other on the screen and everything, which was kind of funny. And Sheamus was all right, I'm fine with this. We can do this match. And after this, we can have some beer, kind of stuff. And they shake hands. Edge goes to walk away, and then Sheamus pulls him in, and he goes, hopefully you didn't make a mistake. So kind of some fighting words, but that'll be a really good match, Sheamus and Edge. I'm looking for that match next week. After that was the one, LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight comes out, and he had a match against Top Dollar. The match itself was okay. LA Knight was doing a good job. The crowd was going crazy for LA Knight. Top Dollar was actually kind of squashing them most of the match, and then LA Knight started having his comeback, hit him with pretty much his version of the People's Elbow, and then his reverse stunner kind of thing. I always forget what it's called, but it's kind of cool. And he ended up picking up the victory against Top Dollar. Obviously, he grabbed the mic, saying now he's the movement's so big right now that I'm on every show, Raw, SmackDown, I'm everywhere, including AEW. He's not in AEW, but the crowd's doing the chant in AEW now. It's kind of crazy how over LA Knight's becoming. Absolutely, I'm so happy for him, and I'm really enjoying all the LA Knight stuff. But he pretty much just did the LA Knight, yeah, with the crowd after the match and everything. But the next part, what I was actually really shocked happened besides the main event, which the main event, insane. We'll get to that later. But the next part was Santos Escobar was coming out to the ring, and he was attacked by Austin Theory again, hurting that knee, and this time he could not even get up. And the officials were saying he cannot wrestle, but Rey Mysterio was like, I can wrestle, I'll wrestle for him. And he's like, okay. So Adam Pearce says, well, Austin Theory, you'll still have to defend your title, but you have to defend your title against the one and only Rey Mysterio. So the match is Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. This match was really good, going back and forth. I honestly thought Austin Theory was going to win. They're going back and forth. Rey Mysterio out of nowhere started really kicking some butt. Did a 619 to his back, supposedly hurt Austin Theory's back. And then he hit another 619. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, Austin Theory's been dethroned. And we have a new United States champion. Rey Mysterio's won the United States title. I was not expecting that at all. Really cool. Happy for Rey Mysterio. I thought it was awesome that Theory just sucked. He's really not that good. He's gone downhill ever since he fought Cena at WrestleMania. I'm glad Rey Mysterio's United States champion, but I have mixed thoughts about that they picked him to beat him. Because in my personal opinion, if they're going the legend route, like Hall of Famer to beat him, they've had Rey Mysterio fight him already. They've had Edge. I would have been way better with Edge fighting him, but okay, Edge doesn't want to wrestle much. Or he also had John Cena. Why did they not have John Cena beat Austin Theory at WrestleMania? Like, okay, Cena is doing movie stuff, and he doesn't even have to have a long title reign. Why did they not have Cena beat him at WrestleMania, but they have Rey Mysterio beat him 3 months later on SmackDown? I'm like, oh my God, they could have had Edge win it. But honestly, I'd rather see like somebody like LA Knight win it. He is so over. He should win the title, not Rey Mysterio. As much as I like Rey Mysterio, he's a Hall of Famer. He doesn't need the title. He's won so many titles in his career. He's already made himself perfect. He doesn't need it. Neither does Cena or Edge. But if they wanted to go that route, they should have done Cena at WrestleMania 39. But what they really should have done is have LA Knight win it, or heck, even Santo Escobar, not Rey Mysterio. But if they wanted to go to the Hall of Famer, I personally think John Cena should have beaten Austin Theory at WrestleMania. The main event was crazy. Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, they come out to the ring. Roman does his stupid, normal, acknowledge me. It gets really boring after a while. Then Roman asks Paul Heyman, where's Jimmy? Like he knew about what happened at SummerSlam since Jimmy Uso turned on Jey Uso. He's like, Paul Heyman's like, I haven't seen him. I've talked to him, but he was really salty. And then you see a light shadow behind the ring by the fans, and it's Jimmy Uso, all black with the bandana and everything, all black hair, no more the red and black, staring at Roman. He gets in the ring, and Roman's like, well, I owe you one, Jimmy. I really owe you one. What do you want? A boat, a yacht, anything, jet, anything. Oh, you want power? I can get you power. I can get you pretty much anything. And Jimmy's like, I don't want nothing. And then Jey Uso comes up with the Usos music, but instead of the Usos like Titantron like stuff, it was just Jey Uso, kind of like showing that they're singles wrestlers now. Jey gets mad. Jimmy's like, you better have a good reason for why you turned on me. And throws the mic at him, and Jimmy's like, well, I did it because I love you, and saying I didn't want you to turn into what Roman is, how he's a power hungry like jerk and everything. He's like, I didn't want you to do that. I didn't want you to become the tribal chief, because you will become like Roman Reigns. I was trying to protect you, and he was like, you can hate me, you never talk to me ever again, you can super kick me right now, I don't care. I just wanted to let you know. And that's what Jimmy did. And then Jay's looking at him, and then just turns his back to Jimmy. Jimmy ends up walking out of the ring and walking to the stage. And then Roman starts laughing, like saying, I told you so, Jay. This is what I told you. You're an idiot. And then Jay super kicks Roman. Solo goes for the Samoa Spike. But Jay gets out of it, super kicks them. Roman spears. Superman punches Jey Uso. He goes for the spear. Jey Uso super kicks him and then spears Roman. And they're all out. And then Jay gets out of the ring, kind of like just striding around. And he's yelling at Jimmy, come here, kind of acting like he wants to hug him or something. So Jimmy's like, turns around all excited, running towards him like to go give him a hug. And Jay freaking super kicks Jimmy Uso right to the face, drops him. I'm like, Jimmy looked dead. Like, he sold it perfectly. And then Jay goes up to the camera and goes, I quit the Bloodline, I quit the Usos, so the Usos are up, and I quit WWE. And he goes, I'll see you, I'm out, Us. And he jumps the barricade and walks out of the arena. I am so confused where they're going with the quit WWE, because whenever they do that, it's a story. It's not he's actually quitting. But the interesting thing is, Jey Uso's contract I looked up is up at the end of the year. So I don't think he's actually quitting. It's storyline. But I'm so confused where they're going with this. I understand he lost to Roman, so that's over. But maybe Jimmy can challenge Roman Solo. Maybe eventually might turn on Roman. But where are they going with Jey Uso? He just said he quit the company. Like, are they done with Jey Uso? Like, is he going away for a while? I don't know. But I was shocked when, like, I wasn't super shocked when he super kicked Jimmy, but I was blown away when he said, I quit WWE. I'm out, Us, and just jumped the barricade and left. Oh my God. What a cliffhanger to end the show. I can't wait for next week's SmackDown. Oh my God. So much to process. There wasn't even that much on the show. But so much to process with Jay saying he quits WWE, turning on his brother, and the Usos over the years and years of them being together. They've been together since day one of debuting in WWE and starting their wrestling careers together, being a tag team, and it's finally over. It's so sad for me because I'm like, ever since I started watching wrestling, they've been a tag team. I've seen like pretty much their whole journey up till now. It's so sad because they've been always been like my favorite tag team in WWE, and they're now no longer a tag team. I'm so sad. But overall, I thought the show was really good. The main event was crazy. The Rey Mysterio winning the title was really good. LA Knight was great. I'm gonna give the show a solid 4 out of 5, mainly because the main event. But there was a lot of the stuff was good besides the Asuka and Charlotte Flair match. Otherwise, the whole show was pretty much good. But this is Jared W. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more wrestling figure content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.